So, Love Sand has returned, and he'll ultimately see his demise of his kingdom. So let's target Love Sand here. Let's get right to it. Let's waste no time and just remove him from the game. And remove all his hard work. Once again, give me 1,000. No, give me 500. Give me 1,000. Well, let's just see how much he has first of all. Love sand and a love sand and who's afraid of the big bang? Who's the big bang? Oh, I spied on buildings. Well, he doesn't have much residences, so his army is really collapsed. It's like, you know how in ancient, in bits of Eastern Europe, Slavic Europe, you have these once big, huge Mongolian empires or Turkish empires or Slavic empires that spanned the whole continent and whatnot, and now they all just reduced to one city, just like on the movie Grand Budapest Hotel, where it's on the outbreak of World War One/World War Two, and the interwarm period where there's like little tiny little bits of war between in Eastern Europe. Like or perhaps it was World War One or World War Two. I don't know. The Grand Budapest Hotel. It was set in like a fictional European city. I got them to actually name my kingdom here, named after such a European city like that. And what happened was it was on the brink of war. And the heroes had to do something. I forget what. So maybe just put 821. And we'll go to attack target love stand here. Okay. Boo! 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 And that should do it. Pew, 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 pew. 70 acres of land. So it's like that. It's like how the great Byzantium Empire, the Eastern European Roman Empire just collapsed like in the Middle Ages, where all it had was that little one peninsula where Constantinople was, now called Istanbul. And it was actually in Greek hands during the turn of the century. But Turkish nationalism rearmed their army. The Turkic Republican Army, which succeeded the Ottoman Empire, rearmed itself, and recaptured much of the peninsula, and incorporated much of the peninsula back into Turkish hands instead of Greeks. But of course, we don't want to go to Turkey's islands, and I rather go to the islands of Lesbos, which is just right off Turkey, and the Canadians went in there to Cyprus to kind of prevent the so-called North Turkish Empire or North Turkish Republic of Cyprus to be recognized. So it's pretty much like that. Just pretty much all that's left of this empire was it's just pretty much a few cities left, a few conclaves. Let's go to a star mine here, and in about 4 more hours, as soon as they continue to study, maybe just watch some Star Trek or something later on tonight, and just finish him off. He's only got like about 200 acres of land left. Give me more probes so I can begin the. Just have some fun with him. Just to have some fun with him when my burn all his shit down and see if he'll freak out. Stop hitting me, please. Yeah, I'm kind of inactive, as in I'm not playing, but still developing stuff here. This kingdom is just testing for purposes. It's just for testing purposes. So you could get, but if you get this kingdom killed, it messes some things up. So please stop hitting me. But besides, there are plenty of other targets to hit. Yeah, but I want to hit you though. It's no fun to hit someone else. Okay, let's go to burn arson, just to let them know that we're still here. I don't have any probes left. I don't have any probes left. I don't have any probes left. I don't have probes left. I should just build up these little dicky dickers here. Dicky dickers here, building my ancient high guard lancers, special ops interceptors, and I'll invade other kingdoms too. So Love Sand is on his way out, and it's been fun knowing you, Love Sand, and I hope you didn't lose a lot of that data that you're working on. I'm wasting some of your time for you. By the end of this month, the computer should this new computer should be paid off, and then we finally pay off the chair and finally pay off this chair, and then start to pay off the other thing I owe her. A huge payoff. I found some cheap insurance over at Bank of Montreal. I prefer to do business with them rather than do a Scotiabank, because when I covered student loans a long time ago, back in the 90s, the Scotiabank was extremely relentless for me when I had difficulties paying it. So yeah, I really am not going to do any of my spare empire building with Scotia or BOMO. I want to build my empire, my small savings empire here in my story, my story here in with BOMO and First Calgary. However, I am grateful that Scotiabank has given me a few movie points, very much. So, well, it's coming down to the nitty gritty of this channel. I'm just approaching 8,000 viewers. Thank you very much for subscribing, you sexy people out there. And soon, when I have more free time, when I'm not doing activism or bottle collecting or anything weird like that, and have my own place of my own, then I can actually start to film these videos. Spend an hour on every weekend when I have the time of my own, to actually show you what team killing is. Spend an evening with you guys team killing, and come in whenever the hell I want to come in, but mostly whenever just come in for a few hours of team killing every weekend or so, and then get plenty of these little guys to build up my empire of good deeds. Every time you give me money, every time you people give me money, hopefully you guys will start giving me money, a lot of views and money. I promise I'll give it to the poor. All my real job is to take care of me, but the empire itself, the empire of deeds, as I call it, or the great bottle empire, the great sage ball empire, the great trash recycling empire, blood donating empire. The only bad thing is that it's a few years ago, when all this dopamine was fresh in my mind, the novelty was there, but the novelty just isn't there anymore. Now it's all just deontological good deeds and stuff. I mean, where's the heart, right? So hopefully when I'm messing around with ayahuasca, I can convince the great sages to give me more of these, so I can start. This is ammunition. This is not money. This is ammunition for me to fight against poverty, and I plan to go to Louisiana to join the rebuilding of the Katrinaville. It's been 2005, so roughly 2010 is 10 years. 2020. 2015 was 10 years. So it's been like 14 years since the grand storms of Katrina, and it's slowly been rebuilt. Lots of houses have been rebuilt. Lots of houses have not been rebuilt, and a lot of houses have been gentrified. Nothing wrong with renewing things and gentrifying things, but you want to keep things the old nostalgic way too, the old cultural way. What's the whole point of the lower ninth ward? What it is it's they got a house, they renovated it up. It's a dormitory for most of the volunteers who aren't from Louisiana, who are visitors. We all live there. It has Wi-Fi. We live there. We care for the house, and I mean, who would have thought? I mean, the old owners of the house, their spirits linger everywhere. A little fraction of their spirits linger in that house, or wherever they've inputted their bioluminescent electromagnetic, aka soul, uh, existence. See, it's a little bit of piece of me still live in this house. When I'm long gone, like 8 years from now or 9 years from now, a little piece of me is still gonna exist here. I mean, I highly doubt these people are gonna vacuum all my dust from the air vents, and that's pretty much me. It's pretty much me, or I don't know, maybe some dust, little bits and pieces of dust crumbs that exist downstairs, and I exist in some format. So, and I would assume that the former owners who also have will also imprinted their DNA into the building also exist in that kind of form there. So, who would have thought that their house would become I mean, I would never think that in a million years that house, or the previous owners, previous owners to when it was built, would actually think that house would actually be the dorm for such a grand project. And not only that, but Lower Ninth Ward also seeks to improve the neighborhood, um, so that when another storm does hit, its impact is not so devastating. I'm saying that cadres of volunteers should go. Oh shit! I hate. I'm still thinking that cadres of volunteers should go and make the embankments of the rivers higher. Throw some sandbags, throw some soil over it, throw some compost over it, plant some trees on it, and voila! You have a nice wall. You have some kind of a bio wall where the trees are, the bushes are, and whatnot, to kind of bung out, kind of like block out the rising seas and the next storm that's going to hit, and the next so-called 100-year storm. Another thing you can do is dredge the bottom of the river, but then you also suck out life forms that have lived there. Maybe maybe a pack of trout, or a school of fish, or a school of trout, or a school of shrimps, or have lived are spawning then, right? So, or using that as a spawning zone or feeding zone, right? And you just suck them up, and then you kill them. But the thing is, these great dredging machines just suck up all this mud from the bottom, and it kind of makes the river more deeper, so it can hold more water. So you can do that. You can do it that way. The Dutch have been doing it that way for a while too. Another thing you can do is when the levees are broken off at Lake Pontchartrain, just sandbag it up. Again, build up a sandbag wall. Throw some dirt over it, build some trees on it, and just turn into a dog park, turn into a park where elders can walk, or kids can play, or you know, turn into a dog park with some trees there. Uh, and the trees, make sure they're mangroves too, because the mangroves, they love gunk. They love salt. They love gunk. These salt marsh trees are very, very strong because they have to be resilient against salt water. They just suck up CO2 like a like a pothead sucks on a bong, essentially. And that's another thing you can do too. So lots of things you can do. Lots of things the volunteers can do over the years, next 50 years. Just keep on building and keep on, just volunteer a weekend or so. Or do river cleanup and or better yet, when you go and prune your trees and stuff, and you go chop down some old dead trees that are dying because they're trees and they have no leaves no more. Just cut that fucker up and then just log it down, and then all the green stuff will grow on that log. The plants, or the animals, the insects, the termites and whatnot. They'll start grinding it into mulch, but it will still retain its log form. So then then all of a sudden it becomes a dirt, so it becomes higher. So therefore you're kind of like building a wall, a naturalized wall, against the rising of the river. Water world is wrong. They'll say that the whole entire seaboards will be lost. Yes, only the flat at sea level. So what if you were able to work hard these next 50 years to build along the coast a defensive wall a few meters higher, which is what is expected the seas to rise, no matter how much gallons of water we pump into it, or rains. And if we put plants there, or if we put trees there, then this will actually, like a bunch of palm trees there, if this is Florida or something, Floridian wacky trees. And this is good because it creates a wall. It creates a kind of like a biological wall, which it grows too tall. Trees grow taller, right? And when the dead stuff in the trees, the hair clippings, if you will, this also makes the pile rise. The only problem is it just takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of heavy lifting if you're, with machines or volunteers with the shovels and the sandbags. But it can be done, just inch by inch, inch by inch. I mean, my Chinese people have been doing this shit for forever, man. The Great Wall of China, the two Great Walls of China. One of them is actually what we're talking about, a dirt wall, bunch of dung heaps that were made into a nice hill, and then mountain, and then all that wonderful plant life grew on it, and then I was able to. And then you also build the wall itself, the ancient Great Wall of China itself, which is just a bunch of fortifications. That's another thing you can do too. It's another thing you can do too. What the Dutch are doing, and you can do that, and Germany can do that. Germany has the technology. Germany really has the technology to do this shit. So, like I said, this is what the Lower Ninth Ward organization does down there. Lower Ninth Ward organization does down there. So that's just me right now in talkative mode, just pensive mode, figuring out what to do about the future and whatnot. So in the end, we'll kind of kill off Love Sand and teach us programming and midgets. Teach this guy a lesson, not to come back here to this game and he's using this program to test this game out and whatnot, but yeah. I'm gonna start posting my videos here, let them know that I had fun playing with Love Sand's head, and we got who will be our next victim. Road, Red Bull, Hillary Clinton. The Office. I'm gonna have to watch a few episodes of The Office. I'm gonna eventually hit Game of Thrones a bit. Hit Elwyn, maybe. Hit There's a Waxer. I hit somebody. I mean, my soldiers are getting angsty in here. They're getting very angsty, and I need to have more barrack spaces, right? Got more barrack spaces coming in, got more population growing. I mean, this game would be more fun if it was less buggy and had more had honor points too. This game had honor points. Strongest kingdom in the galaxy. I should be up there. 1.5 million now. Here we go. Crazycrazyvhs13. I'm in a stronger position. Maybe I'll knock down these assholes to make sure they don't ever rise again to hit me. Love Sand's Love Sand's way down here somewhere. So I guess the next tier will be Warp Shadows, and I'm coming closer to Warp Shadows as Warp Shadows here. So I'm approaching his vectors. This is all just me trying to kill Love Sand. See, and then I'll hit Love Sand again for another 2, 4, 6, 8, 80 acres of land, Love Sand, and you're gone. So next round, Love Sand is dead. Yeah, you can't really fight your way out of this one. Your enclave is destroyed. I've done some reading, so I'm gonna play some Warcraft tonight, and maybe watch a few episodes of The Office. Just catch up on The Office. I gotta catch up on watching Mad Men. Grey's Anatomy. I gotta watch some Grey's Anatomy too. I haven't seen that forever. I have seen some screw ups though, but okay. So you guys are wonderful. You guys are a wonderful audience, and thank you for watching the show. Thank you for supporting us this past 5 years. This wonderful adventure. 5 years in making. 2015 when I first started. 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. So 4 years. 4 years adventure. I'm at 80,000 viewers. So that's like 2,000 viewers. That's like 2,000 viewers per year. Roughly 2,000 viewers per year. So about 8,000. So 8,000 and then 9,000. By time it's school start, probably get another 2,000. Get another 1,000. Yeah. Thanks for watching the show, and I'll be posting more. I'll be posting some Santa Clara clips that I found amusing. I'll be posting a bunch of other movie, TV show clips that I found amusing as well. Definitely start posting some Star Trek clips. I'm gonna get this old starship. Get my own body's a starship. I pretend that my body's a starship. So, Christian Weston Chandler's still very much alive, and this old Bibby at the Vicova swimming pool for the past 4 years have been still alive. She's still very healthy. She resembles that that old Watt lady. I'll show you a picture of her. Called she's long gone. This Watt lady. She looks exactly like this Watt lady. Looks exactly like this old lady in the swimming pool at the Vicova. She looks exactly like this. So same hair, same body. So, but she's very much alive. So maybe next year when I'm doing some swimming, she'll be when I'm doing between friends swimming, she'll be gone. I gotta learn how to pick up I gotta learn how to get signed up earlier for both my Laser Quest and my swim nights, because this is pretty much the only time I ever get any exercise during the year. I'm usually at home making these videos, making these art projects, being of service to the community. But a lot of times also I am volunteering a lot. I have like years, and I'm gonna decide to just I'm just gonna say instead of saying I have years and years of volunteering, I'm gonna say I have hours and hours of volunteering. Like plus over the years I have plus at least 30, thousands of hours at least volunteering, especially here at the Bow Valley College. I put in like lots of volunteering time and um, you know maybe at least 1,000 hours here at Bow Valley. So I have a lot of skills, and I have a lot of organization skills, and I have a lot of initiative experience, a lot of insight to not mess up not try to mess up less and not mess up to a project. I don't have official project managing skills, but I will be learning though. I will be taking a course about that too, so I can become a boss. Get paid, and it's more responsibility, more heart attacky responsibility, but it's rewarding. That means there's no job better like it. There's no job like it. Improving a service to make it more efficient, so that we use the best of your tax dollars to help people. And I know I seem to have an alternate personality. My personality seems to be one of Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, almost. That I'm a good person, but I'm also a evil doer, which is really evil. So I'm gonna try and get a SIM card for my phone too, so I can maybe get this, maybe get another. It's gonna be quite. It'll be spending a lot of money this summer, so and I'm gonna be donating even less money or investing less money in my friends. I've been lending them money so they can survive but longer, but I don't have that ability now. I have to look after my own equipment. I have to learn to look after the show's equipment. So we're getting full with my memory card here. So I'm gonna have to do some serious hardcore what was it compression of these videos, these historical videos of because eventually when I do get famous, after a combo in ayahuasca makes you a famous person, these videos will be somewhere, of course delete my I'm putting my porn onto a different folder altogether, and that's gonna be my secret archives, that no one can get to except me. That's my secret archives, using my secret laptop there and my secret office. So my fun room in Edmonton, my dad's old office. In the meantime, please feel free to join to enjoy the show, and we're coming down to our 30-minute mark here, so thank you for watching the show. We're gonna be right back. Like,